Welcome back to more Pokemon LeafGreen. So, last time, I basically tied up some loose ends after my little fishing episode. So, we got strength because I forgot about it after doing this Horizon episode. We did the Fine Dojo with our new Starmie, and we also took on a lot of the cycling road with Starmie as well. Gaining more core to the team, so that's awesome. This episode, we're gonna buy a Thunderbolt TM. And we're gonna teach it to Jolteon to power up this stab. Narukami, I should be saying. And also, yeah, Bruce Colette too, because why not? So I'm gonna get her a Shockwave. I should get her a Pin Missile, but I don't know why I haven't. Because I'm dumb, that's why. Anyway. And yeah, last time I decided also that I'm going to teach Retrieval Return as a normal type coverage move. Anyway. I also want to show off this. It's a Pokemon printer. It can put a print of your Pokemon on the back of your trainer card. It costs only 50 Pokédollars if you want to try it. And we can choose the print type. I'm going to go with... Let's see all of them actually. So basically what this does is, if you go to the back of your trainer card now, you can see your team there, which I find is really cool. And also because our team's fully evolved, I thought it was a good time to show that. What happens if we try the other colors? Let's try black. I'm guessing this is black and white. And we'll pick whichever one's the coolest looking. Oh no, it's just it's just completely blacked out. Alright done. Oh, I did the wrong one. Alright, let's try that again. Because I was mashing way too fast. Oh, damn it. I did it again. I always think precious money here. Alright, let's try pink. Oh, this is gonna look very strange. Yeah, it definitely looks kind of strange. And then finally, Sepia. I think Sepia might be one of my favorites, let's see. That's not what you want to be. Yeah, it looks pretty cool actually. Yeah, I think that's all we'll go with. And yeah, the order of the Pokemon is determined by the order in the party, so I guess that's another thing to keep in mind if you want to take a nice picture. So yeah, Narukami now has Thunderbolt to power up their stab, which is very nice. Still not like 100% sure what the moveset's going to be in the future, but we'll see. Anyway, let's do the main event, and the one I promised last time. That will be Koga's Gym, because you've basically done it everything else in future, so why not? Yo, chap in the making, Fuchsia Gym is a tricked up place, it's real with invisible walls. Koga might appear close, but he's blocked off. I have to find gaps in the walls to reach him. So this gym's weird. As you see here, there's Koga, but we can't like walk to him because he's put an invisible wall. And yeah, they didn't even talk about what Koga specializes in. Let's see, beat my special techniques. So yeah, we've got Juggler. I think in Gen 1, Jugglers are prone to switching their Pokemon. I don't know if that's a thing in this game, but anyway, let's go for Bite. Let's go for Bite again. There we go. Kadabra. You might think there's a Psychic type gym, but it's actually a Poison type gym. So yeah, let's talk about Poison type. Poison type is underrated, kind of. Try Pin Missile. Hey, Pin Missile clicks something. I don't know if it is underrated or not. The thing about Poison is it's more a defensive type, because Poison itself is only super effective on Grass. You have to be fooled. But the problem is there's only 2 Grass type forms that are actually weak to Poison, because pretty much everything else is Grass Poison type. I keep saying. Strength isn't the key for Pokemon, you understand this? Focus about strategy. I'll show you how strategy can beat brute strength. And yeah, another chocolate, anyway. Hypno. It really is a psychic type gym. Anyway, so anyway, what was I trying to say again? Oh yeah, the poison type. So it's more of a defensive type. It resists a lot of good things, like bug, fighting. I don't remember everything it resists, but it resists actually a really good amount, which makes it really good for poison itself, I'm pretty sure. Grass, yeah, it resists a good amount. What? Extraordinary. So, I was a magician once upon a time, but I dreamt of becoming ninja, so I joined this gym. Kind of interesting, but anyway. So yeah, it combines really well with dual types, so that like for example, poison flying type's good, grass poison is good. Just think of the ones that are in this game. I think poison ground's not too bad either, but anyway. Yeah, poison flying and grass poison are the main ones, but anyway. They only have two weaknesses too, which are psychic and ground, although the psychic weakness is kind of a big one. Because, yeah, lack of dark types, so... yeah. Anyway, psychic is pretty cool. Doesn't do much though. Yeah, I shouldn't be chancing that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they have Hypnos just because they can learn Poison Gas, and it's a poison type move technically, so yeah. Narakami's level 38 now, which is really cool. Kadabra learns nothing poison, by the way. It's a type I really like. There's a lot of poison types that I really like. Obviously, Crobat is a big one. Victory Bell, Roserade. In terms of like pure poison, I actually kind of like the pure poison types in this game. I haven't talked about Coughing or Grimer that much. And that's because technically we can catch them now. It's just that they're very rare. I'm gonna wait till the Pokemon Mansion to talk about them, just because that's where the most common. Done for. Yeah, of course, Coughing is a great wall because of its Coughing is a great wall just because, you know, it has Levitate, getting rid of its ground weakness. This guy's interesting. I also studied away at the Ninja Master Koga. Ninja have a long history of using animals. This is a tamer, and what's weird about them is that they have a whip, but most of the trainer classes that had a whip don't have them anymore. In Gen 1, anyway, Arbok, yeah, this is not good for Bruce, so... I mean, you can try Dig. The only problem is Arbok's probably got some annoying move up its sleeve. There. But we'll see. And yeah, Arbok, I really like Arbok in this generation. I'm trying to think of what other poison types I really like. There's probably a good amount. Because yeah, it's a type I'm very fond of, to be honest. Because, you know, it's a good defensive type. And yeah, it got better in Gen 6 because it now has fairy types to hunt down. It also resists those too, just compounding the fact that it's a good defensive type. And yeah, we also got poison dart types, which are very good. They are only weak to ground, which is extremely nice. But yeah, I just really like poison types a lot. This slash, high crit rate, that does a lot. Oh yeah, because I'm screeched, obviously. Let's go to Ken now. Let's see how much Ken does with a physical attack. Yeah, Sandstorm definitely has pretty good bulk considering it took one boner rank. Definitely couldn't take two though. Last Pokemon is an Arbok. Yeah, even with a Turrican's probably gonna take it out. Yeah, poison, defensive type. It's like they're not good against steel types, and you actually can't get a steel type with full dust, which is actually kind of clever now that I think about it. Anyway. There is, even though Steel is introduced in Gen 2, there is a family of Steel type Pokemon in this game. Oh! Because yeah, there's one Pokemon that got its type changed from Gen 1 to 2, and it became a Steel type as a result, but anyway. Use a Lemonade. I doubt Bruce is gonna do much in this gym, but they want the experience, so I'm gonna try. Yeah, the thing with this gym layout, it never changes. Stop right there. The faint invisible walls of Fuchsia's gym have you frustrated. So yeah, if you remember the pattern, it's not that frustrating, to be honest. What you got Sanchez as well, but this one's gonna do a lot less damage to us. And now I kind of wish I had Cross Chop. Maybe I'll consider that later, maybe. That's good damage. Yeah, maybe I'll hold on to boost Primate's power, would be nice. I don't think the Black Belt is something you can get in this game, so yeah. Anyway, take that down. And now we have an Arbok, of course. And I'll try taking it down with Dick. Yeah, you might have an idea of what Bruce's moveset's going to be in the future. Yeah, there's Glare. Considering that got rid of Rock Tomb. And there's Glare. So yeah, that move just paralyzes. So I'm going to switch out now. I hope he doesn't spam it so that when Ken comes out it doesn't get paralyzed. The thing about Glare is that it's a rare paralyzing move. And that's mainly because it also paralyzes ground types. Thunder Wave, which is better, cannot. And we miss, unfortunately. At least it only has Blizzarding. Yeah, I should've just went for the headbutt because I'm non-intimidated. Oh well. Team of Phil, whoa, you've got it. You impressive, here's a hint. Look very close to the gas and invisible walls. And we've already fought you. Oh no, we haven't. Master Koga comes from a long line of ninjas. What did you descend from? I think my parents told me. It's kind of interesting, but I'm not gonna shut up anyway. Drowsy. Yeah, and Bruce is not gonna have a fun time. At least they're close to level up. Let's try Ken. Psychic. That might hurt a little bit. Yeah, it did. I'm gonna try Bone Rain just because I'm scared. Probably didn't need to do that because during a one shot, but it will. Then we got a Hypno, of course. And Outspeed, which is nice. Hypno's also very slow, so yeah. Ken should be able to outspeed any Pokemon that's also slow. Which is good. And there we go. You're more skilled than I thought. I'm gonna try Ken for the gym, at least at the beginning. The gym leader. But yeah, that should be the last trainer. If not, I'm gonna look very stupid, by the way. But yeah, it looks like because I already fought this guy, so yeah. Get a nice sip of water. Alright, time for Koga. Yeah, Koga's pretty cool. Because if you didn't know, in Gen 2 he gets promoted to Elite 4 member. Which is pretty neat. And he does lean into more of his style, I guess I should say, in that game. Anyway, like I said, I want to try Ken and see how well they do. Bruce is probably not going to do that much. Alright, what you got? Wahahaha. A mid-shot like you dares charge me. The very idea makes you shiver. Very well, I shall show you true terror as a ninja master. Poison brings steady doom, sleep renders foes helpless. Despair to a creeping horror poison type Pokemon. But yeah, he likes to use status and debilitate you. That's Koga's style. It's a ninja. He has a coughing. So Ken might struggle here. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna be smart and go to Stummy immediately. Because yeah, I do not want Ken to fight any of the coughings. And yeah, he has Smoke Screen too, so yeah, basically he's very annoying. I also go for a signature move, which we may or may not see a Muse, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna do that to play it safe. Ken gets a level up, which is very nice. Yes, Muck. And yeah, this is Ken's time to shine. Because yeah, like I said, Ken, Muck is weak on the physical side, and Ken is the super effective ground type move. Problem is, he's has summon. So yeah, we need to connect this Boomerang, otherwise things could get bad. Alright, we do. Looks like we take it down also. Because yeah, Assam is no joke of a move, especially on Muck. There's another coughing, so yeah, this is gonna be Starmie's time to shine because I know what his ace is. But yeah, he uses two Pokemon in the same family, even though poison type. Alright, there it is, Toxic. So Toxic's different to regular poison because, yeah, badly poisoned this time. So what that does is the poison gets worse and worse each turn. At the moment it's only doing 6.25, but then each turn it doubles. So yeah, next time it's going to do 12.5, then it does 25, it does 50, so yeah, I think that's how it works. It's quite a scary move. And yeah, its main Pokemon's Weezing. And yeah, because it has good physical defense, you definitely want a Psychic type. Otherwise, yeah, that thing's going to be very annoying to take out. And we won. Yeah, proving your worth. Here, take the Soul Badge. Oh, you have the Soul Badge. Defensive Pokemon Rises. It also lets you Surf outside battle. I'll take this too. TMO6. And yeah, as you guess, it's Toxic. Still with that TMO6 size Toxic is a secret technique dating back some 400 years. The thing about Toxic too is most Pokemon learn it, so... Now I'm getting confused. Alright. So yeah, most Pokemon can learn Toxic. It's great on a wall that can't do much damage back. It's amazing how Ninja can terrify even now. But considering this is based on the real world, I guess it makes sense that saying that ninjas are things from the past, which they were. Anyway, Surf can now be used outside world, which really opens up the world to us. And that's how we're going to end off this episode. We're going to be talking about some of the things we can do with Surf. Mainly new Pokemon. There's 3 families of Pokemon I want to talk about today. Mainly. So yeah, my team should now be different XP now. So I want Jolteon up here. Narukami, I mean. Oh yeah, I definitely want Starmie in the front. But yeah, new team member did well for us, which is good. And there we go. So yeah, here's how Surf works. You go to some water, you press A on it, and I can surf. Now there's there's 2 main types of water that contain Pokemon, I guess. This is a pond, so that means you should find Slowpoke. Level 32. Will Bernie be good for it? Let's find out. I'll do Earth and I'll put it to sleep. I think that's how it'll go. So anyway, Slowpoke's a LeafGreen exclusive. I should get its information up there. That's a crit. Yeah, it's a water Psychic type. Let's put it to sleep. Alright, so I got its information. So, for ability, let's see, I have 10 Great, 10 Ultra. Great Bull should be good with that range. So as Oblivion's an Tempo, I prefer Tempo in this generation because Confusion's more annoying. It's actually one reason I really like this family, because Tempo is probably the most annoying star summon. At least one of the most annoying. incredibly slow and dopey. It takes 5 seconds for it to feel pain when under attack. Anyway, as you would expect from the name, Slowpoke is very slow. Slowpoke itself is only 15 speed, and I think it's like 30 when it evolves. Get Psychic Veil level up. I recommend probably learning as a Slowpoke because it's level 40, which is only 3 levels after its evolution. I believe it has to wait a little bit after its evolution to learn it, so yeah, you might want to do that, save the Psychic Team for another Pokemon. It remembers Curse, which is pretty cool with its stat line. Because while it's slow, it has good physical defense already, so yeah. You can even make use of Amnesia to make its special bulk good, so it's good on both sides. And yeah, the Psychic. Psychic could be a fun move for double battles, if you really want. Let's go over Slowbro now. It has another evolution, but we don't have access to it. But that evolution doesn't really change much. Actually, Psychic's at 44, so yeah. You can either wait... So yeah, level 40 as a Slowpoke, level 44 as a Slowbro. But anyway, stat-wise it's really good. 100 special attack and 110 defense are what you're mainly looking for. 80 special defense isn't terrible either. I have HP too. It has 75 attack. You can use physical attacking, but because it has Curse, but yeah, that would be very weird. That'll be a really weird use for it. But yeah, what I also like about the Slipper line, it has really good coverage. Mainly, it gets Flamethrower, which not a lot of water types get. And that's great for dealing with pesky grass types, even though it already has Ice Beam. Do that. Yeah, not much to say. I love this Pokemon a lot. I was definitely considering using it, but I want to show off my favorite Pokemon at least in one playthrough, so... This is actually one of my favorite games to use my favorite Pokemon too, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, I really like Slowbro. It's probably one of my favorite choices for the Johto games actually, if I don't pick Radigan, or Toad I should say. But yeah, mainly I just go for Surf, Psychic, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. That's how we roll. Anyway, let's talk about what Fire Red gets instead. While I'm catching a Tangler, which is very annoying to weaken. Man, that Pokemon's Psyduck. Yeah, like I said, you can catch these at 5% counter at some places with the Super Rod. Yeah, I just suppress Surf because Surf is 100% for Psyduck and Slowpoke. Anyway, the whole body is swathed with wide vines like some of the seaweed. The vines sway as it walks. That's Tangler. We'll talk about Tangler a little bit, but now let's talk about Psyduck, the Pokemon won't be able to catch. So in terms of abilities, it has two very interesting ones. It has Damp, which prevents self-destruct and explosion from working, which is situationally good. And then Cloud9, which switches off weather, which is also situationally good, but I think a bit more so than Damp. Yeah, the thing about Psyduck is that even though it has Psy in the name, it's actually not part Psychic. It's just a pure Water type, and it learns not the most amazing moves via level up. It does get Psych up, which is cool I guess, and Disable. Disable is less good in this game, it got much better in later generations. Let's talk about Golduck now. Which, again, not much interesting. If you want Psychic, that's a TM. You have no other option. It is decent coverage though. But yeah, the thing about Golduck is it has good attack. Decent attack, I should say. At 82, it's a mixed attacker. With decent bulk. It's basically extremely average at everything. Here's technical. Drifts shallow seas. Anglers who hook them by accident are often punished by the stingers. Even though you can't catch them with a fishing rod in this game. So yeah, that's it for catching Pokemon. So I'm just gonna go to Viridian. I'll talk more about that place in a little bit, but anyway. So yeah, 80 HP, 82 attack, 78 defense, 95 special attack, 80 special defense, 85 C. That's why you work with Golduck. And yeah, you can give it Psychic, you can give it Ice Beam, you can give it Brick Break. And yeah, it will serve you fine. It's just compared to Slowpoke, which has a niche, like Golduck's just basically good at everything, whereas Slowpoke does have the niche of physical tanking, and yeah, it learns Psychic Veil up and actually has a Psychic type. And even though the Psychic typing gives you more weaknesses than just a pure Water type, it does open up your offenses a lot more. So yeah, I did use Golduck before and I was satisfied with the results. It's a very fun Pokemon potentially, but you do need to make use of the fact that it's a good mix attacker. Too bad you don't have access to Cross Chop normally, which is probably a lot better than Brick, because you definitely need that extra power. And yeah, and also because it's not an actual Psychic type, it does lack some of the good Psychic type toys, except for Calm Mind. It actually gets that move, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, if you don't want Brick Break, that's a move I'd definitely consider. So that's Psyduck and Golduck. Psyduck, of course, was very infamous in the anime because it's a pretty cool Pokemon there. Owned by Misty. It's very strange that Misty doesn't have a Psyduck in this game, but yeah, it is what it is. Next Pokemon is the one we call in the grass just outside Power Town. It's the only Pokemon you'll find in that grass, Tangler. So Tangler is a pure grass type, which is strange because, well, pretty much everything else is a grass poison type. Let me find its information. Alright, here it is. So, Tangler has Chlorophyll as its ability, which is really good for a grass type. Too bad it's, you know, a pure grass type, so because the poison type does a lot more than it hurts. The Chlorophyll, that basically means that you can make use of Sunday Solar Beam, which to be fair, Tangler's actually good at using, because it has 100 special attack, despite being an honorable Pokemon. Very much. It lacks an evolution in this game, which is kind of sad. But yeah, it has 60 speed, which is okay. It's decently fast on the sun. It has a good 115 defense. Its physical attack is only 55, so I recommend just sticking to grass type moves. But that's really the problem. There aren't that many other moves that it gets that good other than grass type moves. So yeah. And also, this one missed out on Sleep Powder, which is kind of sad. That move it lands at level 4. So you may want to try and catch a low level Tangler. They range from like level 18. And I think at level 18 you'll be able to get Sleep Powder, so look out for that. But yeah, Giga Drain will be nice too. Via level up, it also gets the very rare move Tickle, which lowers the opponent's attack and defense. It's not bad. But yeah, something funny about Tangler stats, it's the Pokemon that got hit some of the hardest by the special spin in Gen 1. It used to have 100 special, but because of the special spinning, it now only has 40 special defense, which is very laughable. But yeah, it takes special hits well, but special hits it really dies too. And yeah, unfortunately it doesn't get that much interesting moves. Like it gets Leech Seed for an Egg, but yeah, you're not getting that. Because yeah, it lacks coverage as a Tangler, and there aren't that many good moves it makes use of. Luckily things get a lot better for it in the next generation. But yeah, it's like a mediocre Sun Pokemon in this game, I'd say. Which is unfortunate because yeah, you're much better off using Valve. You're pretty much better off using anyone else for the Sunny Day Chlorophyll Solar Beam shenanigans, so yeah. But Tangrowth is cool, I loved using Tangrowth. And last Pokemon is a lot better than a lot of people give it credit for, and that's Tentacle. Let me find its information. So yeah, Tentacle has two very interesting abilities. This one is Clear Body, which prevents its stats from being lowered, which is pretty cool. But there's also Liquid Ooze. If the opponent tries to steal HP from Tentacle, with like Giga Drain or Mega Drain, they'll still lose HP, which is actually really interesting. It even counts as Leech Seed too. So yeah, that makes Tentacle a really good choice for Grass type Pokemon, despite the fact that it's a Pot Water type. Thanks to that poison type, of course, which is actually really good with water. I should have mentioned that when I was fighting Koga, or while I was in Koga's gym, because yeah, that negates the grass type weakness that the water type has. And then, but yeah, like I said, it does that. It's still weak to ground and psychic, but the cool thing about Tentacruel is that, yeah, it has some pretty interesting stats. Even though, yeah, it got nerfed by the physical and special spell again, it still has a decent 80 special attack. It has 70 attack, which is important because it has a pop poison type. 100 speed's good, but of course, the main draw is the 120 special defense. This means that Tentacruel is really resilient on the special side. Yeah, it's weak to Thunderbolt, which is a special move, but pretty much everything else it can, and Psychic I guess, but pretty much everything else it's pretty decent against. That's special. You can eat up water attacks. Grass types are gonna have problems against that poison type of hits. Their level up, there aren't that many amazing moves, but because you need Surf to catch it, that's immediately an option. It gets a barrier at level 38, which could be good to patch up its low physical defense. You can get Hydro Pump if you want a more powerful water type move. Everything else before that isn't that amazing. Too bad Sludge Bomb is later in the game. That's the really good poison type move that I've been referring to a lot. It does get Ice Beam if you need that. It also learns Giga Drain if you want to have fun with that. But yeah, it's a good use of Toxic because it's a wall mainly. That's how it's mostly used. Including like one of its egg moves, Rapid Spin, make it good for clearing hazards. But yeah, this is a cool Pokemon. I really like Tentacle and Tentacruel. And yeah, I do find them a little bit underrated because yeah, you're gonna find them a lot when you're surfing in the sea. That's where it's mainly found. And yeah, despite being a very common Pokemon, basic being Zubat the Sea, it's actually really decent. Then again, Zubat itself is also a really decent Pokemon that becomes a little bit yeah, I don't know what the right was. Basically, like, it isn't like people underrate it basically. So yeah, those are the 3 Pokemon I want to talk about today. Because yeah, you're gonna find Slowpoke and Psyduck a lot when you're just surfing around a pond, and then you're gonna find Tentacle a lot if you're gonna surf around the sea. So that's a good way to start off what we can do with surf. So next time, we're gonna explore more of the world with surf. We're not gonna explore everywhere, but we're gonna have a little look and see what we can find in this world with it. And while we're on the way, we'll probably be able to talk about a lot of different Pokemon. So yeah, potentially. So I'll see you guys again for that.